Hey! Hey you, over here, come here. In grade 10, this was my robotics final project. Yeah, it looks like a bomb. I was walking into school wearing this, strapped to my wrist, at the same time as our police constable. I thought I was the shit. Anyways. Okay, jokes and unfortunate timings aside, this thing sucked. And I had a median IQ of about 7 on a good day. And that translated to a piece of shit student who played video games all class and built this whole thing in a week. I had 3 months to do this. I learned nothing and did the same thing next year. What came out of that was a love to make things. That joy of making ended up being my whole capstone project. Some jerkwad, who I won't even humor with a name, also knocked the Nerf gun that I made on the ground and broke it. But that's besides the point. Do keep in mind this is only a project update. I don't have much to show, and any monologues I have are just me sitting in a chair for hours, coding. See what I mean? Riveting stuff. What I have is about 2,000 lines of Python. Most of it is 2 different libraries that to modify, but nothing crazy complicated. Not gonna get into that because code scares viewers away. If you're a freak and like that, I'll post about it on my website, link down below. Right now, to finish the project, I'm waiting on some more parts to make it portable. Mainly a boost converter to boost my 3.7 volt batteries to the needed 5 volts for the screen and other peripherals. For the actual code, I wrote a bare bones operating system that lets me launch other Python programs on the microcontroller. It means I can make a calculator, flashlight, or even iBeer. I know, like, riveting stuff. We have the technology. This whole thing runs off of an ESP32C3 dev board that I bought off of AliExpress for $2 and a firm handshake, along with a 2.5-inch LCD display. For the operating system, I did have a lot of fun picking the splash screen. For the first version of this watch, I call it Mark 1. If you look closely, underneath of that rat's nest of wires, come on, focus. Right in there, there's a Raspberry Pi Pico. One of these dudes. And that's the brains, the operation. LCD screen. I put a temperature sensor, because that's a total dork thing to want. And a comically large, very satisfying power switch. For the new version, this is all the electronics. I've got a little joystick, ESP32 Super Mini. The name, they are not lying. Look at this thing. Look at a little tiny chip. And SD card for libraries, images, whatever. As I said, all I have to do now is design up a case, maybe something less bomb-like. Got perf board to make it all fit together as an early prototype. I might get some PCBs manufactured. Speaking of which, you should subscribe so I could get that Engineer PCB Way sponsorship. Man, I feel dumb saying that. Like the video. Bro. Anything else I wanted to talk about for this? Ooh, long term, this is big. I also have these NRF 2401 radio transceivers, meaning with a Raspberry Pi 3 I have in my closet, I could make a smart workbench where the watch will let me control a fume extractor or lighting, a bunch of other stuff, just as like an idea. Which is nice because this thing will be like infinitely expandable. I can do a UART SPI converter chip on here so we can communicate with anything. And with SPI, you can literally everything is, you can connect an infinite number of devices to 2 wires. So there's a lot of stuff that could be done with this platform. And if it's going to be open source and everything, because you got to in this day and age.